Thanks to Carlton Draft, celebrating 150 years. This is the Rush Hour on Triple M.
The Rush Hour.
Want to help keep the Premiership Cup in Melbourne?
Show your support and travel with Metro trains to every game.
Simpson picks it up for the Blues, runs to 52. Does it have the accuracy? It's got the length. It bounces once, and the Blues get a second. It's the famous Old Dark Blues.
I tell you what, the vice-captains come in. Of course, the 2013 John Nichols medal winner for the BNF. Hello, Simo.
How you going, guys?
How are you, more importantly, Simo?
These shorts you're wearing.
Yes.
Mate. What the hell?
Yeah, come straight from a Pilates class, so yeah, didn't pack the pants.
Good on you. What are you doing, Pilates? What's that good for you?
Yeah, it's good for the
I'll write that down here.
Roger.
the core, a bit of flexibility as well. So yeah, just find it helps. Been doing it for a couple of years now, and sort of helps after a bit of surgery a few years ago.
Oh, yeah? Do a few of the boys do it?
Yeah, it's pretty big at Carlton. A few of us go down to Richmond once a week and do it, but we've got a couple of the reformers at the club as well, so blokes do it to warm up.
So, Simo, are you able to do stuff like that outside of your club program? And if so, do you have to then obviously clear it with the powers that be? How does that work? So if you say, I want to do this extra stuff, that's not a drama?
Yeah, no issues at Carlton. As I said, a few of the boys have been doing it at Richmond for a couple of years now, but obviously when we're at the club, we also do it as well with our rehab coordinator as well.
So is that like your big medicine balls and weird ass sort of leaning over that, stretching? Is that what we're dealing with?
It's on like a reformer bed, sort of where you push out and you have the springs as resistance, bit of that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, good. How is training, especially when you can't make finals? This time of the year, Kado, and it's cold and raining. It's difficult at times.
Yeah, no doubt. It's been a long year. Obviously, hasn't gone the way we would have hoped, but yeah, we've got a bit to prove, I reckon, over the last month and a bit of footy, and obviously want to tinker with a few things looking towards next year.
Well, you got a Friday night game. It's a big game for you against North Melbourne, which
Very
will
good
be
games as a rule.
Exactly.
Tigers, Blues.
On the big stage Friday night, so that's a big one. Then Freo on a Thursday night. And then you got the Gold Coast, so they're coming up. So it'd be nice to finish with some wins.
Yeah, obviously we need to get a couple of wins on the board for a bit of morale, but we can't really look too far ahead in the position we're in. It's more about putting 4 quarters together, which we really have struggled with this year. 2
quarters were good on last week, very good, in fact. How good Sydney?
Yeah, they're extremely good. Across every line, they're got great players, and they all work well together. So they're definitely the best we've played this year.
All right, we're going to discuss the future of a couple of your teammates too, because Chris Judd's one of the all-time greats. But before we get to that, in fact, I might hold that question over to the next. But Lenny Hayes retired today. You would have played a lot of footy against Lenny. Your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I think everyone loves Lenny. He's probably admired by most players, the way he goes about it, his attack on the ball and his work rate, those sort of things. I think from afar, you really admire about him. So, yeah, he's going to be sorely missed, I think.
And I've never obviously played footy against him, but I imagine he would have been very fair and, what you see is what you get.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hard, fair, just loved the contest, and I think that's why he was highly respected amongst the group.
Right, Cody, stick around because we want to find out what the great Chris Judd's going to be up to next year.
Yes, because you've got the news for us.
It is the Rush Hour, thanks to Carlton Draft. Get onto carltondraft.com.au. Find a participating pub that is getting into their 150-year celebration, the Amber Jubilee. Triple M. Thanks to Carlton Draft, the Rush Hour, 105.1 Melbourne's Triple M with Billy Brownless, James Brayshaw, Kade Simpson from the Blues is here.
And before Bill sidetracks this second segment with what he wants to talk about, the great Chris Judd intrigues us all. Kade, what's he going to do? Is he going to play on or not?
I'd like to think he's going to go around again, but obviously it's up to him. He probably doesn't have much more to prove in the game, but as a teammate, I'd definitely like to see him go around again because I think he's got a lot to offer still.
How's his body? Just even watching him at training, is he able to cover the ground as well? Is he able to do the work?
I think he'd probably like to do a bit more, no doubt about that, but he's so professional off the field and with his rehab and stuff, there's no reason why he's wouldn't be able to go around again for another year.
He never appeared to me, Chris, to be a bloke that would worry particularly about legacy. Like some blokes go, I don't want to go out while I'm playing like this. Whereas I don't reckon he'd give us stuff. He's just been such a champion and he's such a unique sort of guy. I don't think any of that would, cross his mind, would it?
Nah, I think I think he'll wait till the end of the year, and if he feels like he wants to go around again, he will. Yeah, as you said, I don't think that sort of stuff worries him, and he'll be happy just to drift off into the sunset. I think once he's done.
Totally up to him, won't it be?
Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Hey, how will you see Chris Judd, by the way, as a West Coast Eagles player or a Carlton player?
Interesting.
Because he's played the same amount of games with both. How would you see
I don't
him?
know. As a superstar, I don't really align him with a club.
No.
Just as he's the best midfielder I ever saw until Gary Ablett Jr.
Yeah, fair call. Hey, how's Mick? Has he been a bit cranky on the weekend? We hear he had a bit of a feud with Linger. You must have been around at that halftime break, Kado. Did you hear anything?
Yeah, it was obviously going on in the rooms. We were off in our line meeting, so I was off with the defenders having a quick chat. But Mick's always pretty fired up on match day.
And he wasn't happy with and you said it before, the direct feed that actually went out onto the big screen.
Yep.
So you had 40,000 people actually watching Mick in the box going nanas.
Yeah, it obviously gets a lot of publicity. Coaches going mad in the box, but
It shouldn't go up on the big screen.
No.
That's the thing. Because then you got all the 40,000
That's
fans
right.
there. Shouldn't be looking at that. So I think they just took the direct feed rather than have their own producer putting it up there, which is what happens at Etihad and the MCG. So I think that's a fair point. I don't agree with the taking it out on Linger, but I think it's a fair point that the coaches' anguish in the box shouldn't be going up on a big screen during the game.
yeah, I'm not too sure he actually took it out on Lingy. I think Lingy was obviously there when the argument happened, but I'm pretty sure it was directed at Channel 7.
All right, good. Hey, a couple of injured boys. Andrew Walker's out for the year.
Yeah, I think he's going to have surgery on Thursday. So he's been battling with a knee injury for a couple of months now. So the way he's prepared and what he's put his body through has been a pretty good effort. And to keep the standard of footy that he's been playing up as well has been a great effort.
Troy Menzel come back.
I think so, yeah. Just a little AC joint in the shoulder. Was a little bit sore, but I'm pretty sure he'll be right this week.
Jared Waite pulled out of the VFL side on the weekend. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, I think he pulled up a bit tight in the calf at training, which is disappointing for Waite because he played well the week before in the VFL, so it would have been nice for him to string a couple of good ones together. But I'm pretty sure if he gets through training tomorrow, he'll be right to go this week.
Right, and on the Rush Hour Twitter here, we have Sean Grigg, a good mate of yours, who sent through a couple of tweets, and one of them says, ask Simo about his favourite movie, Roadhouse, a 1989 classic.
Yeah, I don't know what Greg is going on about there. That's I do remember when Sean first got to the club, he was always raving about the movie Roadhouse and how he'd grown up through his childhood watching it with his old man Pete.
What, him and
Watching
Pete?
it with Pete. Roadhouse is a little risque from my memory of it.
Little violence.
Exactly.
There's a good bar scene there.
With Patrick Swayze?
Yeah,
Yep.
well,
when
I
he goes
think
into the
the
storage room. you
Yeah,
mean?
and the bloke was on his break.
He was on his break and he's
And
just
he
doing
said,
a little bit of business. Bill.
Patrick Swayze said, well, you can stay there on your break. But so you don't like it? Is that actually Grigger's favourite movie?
That's Sean's favourite movie. I believe he just had a little boy with his partner Sarah. Sean, I believe he wanted to actually call the boy Dalton after Patrick Swayze in the movie, but didn't get across the line. But
Dalton. No, well, he says, and you get your nickname Wade from the movie.
yeah, he started calling me Wade. I think there's a character in the movie called Wade. So Cade Wade. It's just originated.
I've never heard of the Roadhouse, to be honest, Jim. No.
I think you'll be watching it now when you get the chance.
I'm going to say, when Hig got a little bit of it up on the internet here, and Bill couldn't peel his eyes off it.
No, he couldn't.
But you still catch up with Grigger, even though you're different clubs. You're great mates.
Yeah, still good mates. Try to catch up every now and then. So we've got the bye coming up after this week, so I might try and have a coffee and meet his new little fella.
Yeah, bloody oath.
Dalton. And what else was I was going to ask you about? This Friday night we need a good performance for the fans, don't we? Because you let them down last week, so a big one.
Even
Friday.
a performance.
Yeah, performance would be good. Or performance, whatever you want to do.
whatever.
Performance this week would be good, Kado, Wado, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. There's no doubt we have to try and put 4 quarters together. We've sort of been playing good halves of footy or good quarters of footy, but over the last sort of 5-6 weeks, we've always had one sort of 20, 30-minute lapse in
Yes.
games, and sides are scoring quite heavily against us. So
He's meeting a white-hot opponent too, Simo, so that's, of course, got to be factored
yeah,
in.
your
Carlton's
boys are going pretty well.
I don't know. They've had North covered in the past. So
Yeah.
they'll be all right.
Unfortunately, it's been a bit like that too. So it'll be a big crowd Friday night. Get along to Etihad. It'll be a beauty. Always high-quality games between these two clubs. Hey, Simo, great seeing you. Good luck with everything that's coming up.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for having
See
me.
you, Wade.